Good afternoon, Owl parents. Mr. Hagedorn here with our weekly update. Couple quick announcements. No school Monday. It's Veterans Day. So we'll be back on Tuesday. Also, next Saturday, November 16th, we have a campus spruce up day. You can kind of see it above my head there. From 9:30 to 12:30. We just got some mulch and some azalea plants I think we got to get planted. Just kind of make our campus look nice is kind of the point. We've been doing a couple of these a semester. So next one's going to be November 16th. Anybody who might be free that Saturday that wants to come help out at the school would be greatly appreciated. In math next week, Math 6, we started talking about surface area today. We're going to continue to talk about surface area pretty much all week next week. That'll be our whole week, talking about surface area, practicing it, doing some small group work, stuff like that. In Math 6 Plus, we just finished up talking about greatest common factor, least common multiple. And today we started talking about fractions. We're going to do a real quick review of adding and subtracting fractions and mixed numbers next week. We'll have our study guide on Thursday. Our quiz will be on Friday. That's going to cover adding, subtracting fractions, as well as least common multiple and greatest common factor word problems. All right, have a great weekend. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Hey everybody, I hope you guys had a great week. Today the kids took their mid-unit assessment, and it went pretty well overall. I'd like to remind kids to use the strategies that we've talked about in class when it comes to trying to figure out what a word means in context. That's what the strategies are for. Also, we started our research for our essay on adversity in the Middle Ages. So the kids have chosen whether they wanted to research the serfs and the peasants or the lords and the ladies, and we've started that process. Next week we're going to be finishing up the research, working on a rough draft, and then they're going to be taking the rough draft, editing it, and turning in a final draft. The tentative due date for that is next Friday, but I'll have to update folks about it. And then we'll move into Unit 2, which is also about the Middle Ages, but focuses more on like a set of fictional poems from different characters during the Middle Ages. All right, hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Take care.
All right, everybody. In science, yesterday and today, we did sound stations. We went through we had 8 different ones. We had everything from rubber bands on paper to tuning forks and guitar strings, actually ukulele. We had spoon bells, variety of different things. Either way, what we were doing was learning about how sound interacts with different mediums and how the different mediums can speed it up or slow it down and how wavelength and frequency determine pitch. So we are going to finish off sound next week in the 4-day week. We're going to finish the station work, anything that didn't get finished this week on Tuesday. We're going to have a sound station conclusion activity on Wednesday. Thursday, we're going to have like a multi-game facet sound, all about sound on Thursday. And then we're going to do sound check-in on Friday to end off this section with sound. And then after that week, we will get into light, which will be the last part of our wave unit. I'm just going to start plugging this early. In the next 3 weeks or so, we're going to be doing a cow eye dissection. You'll see some information coming home from me about that, but just get that on your radar. So cow eye dissection's on the way coming.
Hello, friends. Hey, how about some social studies to end off our Friday video? So we are still in the midst of our religion unit, culture and traditions as well. We've been talking about the ancient Egyptians and their polytheistic beliefs. Yesterday, we actually started a mummy. And if you haven't asked your students about this, you should ask them what's in this bag I just showed you. We put it in yesterday. For 35 days, it's going to be sitting in this bag. And then on December 11th, which is 35 days, we'll be taking some of this and continuing the process of making a model of a mummy the way the Egyptians did. We finished that mummy and Egyptian stuff off today. We're going to get into next week the Americans. That means like a little bit of the polytheistic beliefs of the Aztec, the Inca, the Maya. We're then going to push into Hinduism and Buddhism, then into the big three monotheistic religion, so Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. And then we'll end off with a little bit about Confucianism and Taoism, the Chinese philosophies. That pushes us up to the end of our unit on religion, culture, and tradition. And then we'll push right towards the end of December. We'll get into achievements and talk a little bit about the ancient inventions and innovations of the ancient world. And so we got lots of fun things to talk about and lots of fun activities to do going forward. If you have any questions, please let us know. If not, have a lovely weekend and we'll see you next week.